This video will review the structure of the Earth. This is a small part of Chapter 1. What is Earth made of? Earth is made of three major components. There is the solid rock of the Earth, the liquid and frozen water of the Earth, and then the atmosphere of the Earth. The rock structure is going to be known as the lithosphere, the water known as the hydrosphere, and the air as the atmosphere. So Earth's three main components are the land, water, and air. Now we are not talking about what's in the center of the Earth. We'll get into more detail on that later. So we are just talking about the stuff you see around on the surface. So the lithosphere of the Earth includes all the rock of the mountains, the soil, all the solid components that you see here on the surface. Here's a photo of mountains. This is all lithosphere. There is some ice on the mountains and some clouds, and the air is obviously there. But the lithosphere includes the rock. The hydrosphere is all of the water on Earth. Every ocean, river, stream, lake, bathtub, glacier, ice cube, frozen or liquid, all of the water of Earth is the hydrosphere. And the atmosphere is all of the air. And the lowest layer of the atmosphere is called the troposphere. That's where we live, and that's where all the weather of Earth takes place. Here's a picture of a giant thunderstorm, and we'll get into more details on the atmosphere later in the year. Now this is on the front cover of your reference tables, and this is a chart that you need to be familiar with that we'll visit all year long. Here we have the three major layers we were just talking about, three major components: the crust, the hydrosphere, and the troposphere, just that lower layer of the atmosphere. And on this chart you should be able to look up and determine what element is found in which layer. So you can see that the crust of the Earth has a much larger variation in its elements. You guys might know that water is H2O, H being hydrogen, O being oxygen. 1% is all other elements that might be included, dissolved in the water. Troposphere, that's the atmosphere of the Earth. The most common gas is nitrogen. If the atmosphere was made of 78% oxygen, it would be flammable. So good thing it's nice, safe nitrogen. And this chart as well as part of Chapter 1. It's more here so you can practice reading charts. We will get into much more detail on this later in the year during the weather chapters. But you should know here, dealing with the Earth in general, that the atmosphere of the Earth is divided into layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and those layers change names where the air's temperature changes. So from the surface down here, as you get higher, the temperature gets colder. And then as you get even higher, the temperature warms up again. Now it's back up to 0 degrees. And as it gets colder, you get higher again, down to negative 90 degrees. And then at this point, you are practically in space, and the atmosphere is not blocking any sunlight, so the temperature gets higher. It gets more technical about temperature at that point. But what you need to know, as the temperature of the atmosphere changes, we determine different layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. And that's it. This video is very short. Just a couple of loose ends here in Chapter 1. Here's a good, simple list to include into your notes. Three major components. The composition is made of several common elements, and the atmosphere is divided by temperature. Thanks.